Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to Warcraft 3 once again. It's been a long time since I've been able to say that. In fact, the last Warcraft 3 video I think I did was that custom races one. I can't remember the exact name of the there you go. Ultimate Battle, Ruins of Alterac, that one. So, yeah. Been a long time. Now, before we start, I would like to give the obligatory screw Activision Blizzard for Reforged speech. And by speech, I mean sentence, because that's all I'm saying. Like, seriously. What Reforged actually kind of put me off Warcraft 3 for quite a while. It's only recently I've been getting back into it, and that is with the aid of this campaign here. So, custom campaigns are no longer a thing, but a few authors, including Seven Blood, who made this campaign we are going to be playing today, yeah, they found a way to do it using bank data, so that's something. So say hello to Path of the Damned Revamped. This is a retelling or reimagining of the Path of the Damned campaign, which is the campaign from Reign of Chaos for the Undead. I am well aware that I have missed the Scourge of Lordaeron, I think. I'm not actually sure if Scourge of Lordaeron has a revamp campaign, and if it does, quite honestly, I'm not going to play it at the moment because I prefer playing Undead. Undead has always been my chosen faction. Undead Imbalance, I know. I don't play multiplayer, so I don't really care. And it brings in a lot of new abilities for Arthas, a lot more mechanics, a lot more units. It turns the undead into a real undead horde. And it is absolutely hilarious, which I hope I will get to show you today. If you do it properly anyway. Unfortunately, this campaign also ramps up the difficulty, which of course for me is going to be a slight issue, because I am terrible at playing video games. So we are going to be playing this on normal. I will keep it on fast game speed, but we are going to be playing, on normal difficulty. I am also going to be skipping the Undead Revamp 00, which is the intro cinematic, because it bugs out at the end, and gives me a black screen, and I cannot exit out of it through any means. So, yeah. Because we are skipping the human campaign, for those of you who have never seen Warcraft 3, I will give a hopefully brief overview of what happened in the human campaign. So, Prince Arthas, son of King Tyrannus, and Prince of the Kingdom of Lordaeron, is sent to deal with an orc threat. There, he and his mentor, Uther Lightbringer, successfully deal with said orc threat. The orcs, as it turns out, were attempting to summon demons. Is this relevant? Doesn't appear so at the time. Then, there is word of a massive plague that is spreading through it was either the Northlands or the Southlands, I cannot remember. But a young sorceress by the name of Jaina Proudmoore is teamed up with Arthas to go and investigate this. Arthas and Jaina investigate, and yeah, they find undead. There is a rather large undead presence there. Its apparent leader, the Cult of the Damned, as they have called themselves, the leader is a man by the name of Kel'Thuzad, who is a necromancer and, well, does all sorts of necromancy things, doesn't he? Arthas then smacks him in the face with a hammer, or just uses level 3 Holy Light, and finishes him off. Then, of course, Kel'Thuzad gives his villain speech saying, "My death means little. I'll see you again in the next campaign, Arthas." Spoiler alert, by the way. No, I'm not kidding. We all know. So, yeah. Then Arthas and Jaina head off to try and find just how much damage this plagued grain, which is how the plague was being distributed, has done, and if they can try and stop the shipments. Unfortunately, the next village they reach has already eaten all of said plague grain and turned to undead. Uther comes to save Arthas, because Jaina does her magic teleport thing and goes and gets him. Yeah, so after saving Arthas, the three of them head to... I can't remember the name of the city, but it's quite an important event in Warcraft lore. Arthas goes a little bit nuts, finds that everyone is already infected with the plague, and declares that the entire city must be purged. Uther, being a paladin, and Jaina, being sensible, think that this is a stupid idea. And, well, they obviously... they have a few words for Arthas. Arthas basically banishes Uther after calling him a traitor, and Jaina says, "Screw this, I'm off," and goes off. Arthas then culls the city, running into a dreadlord by the name of Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis does evil dreadlordy things and then taunts Arthas, prompting him to go to Northrend. Arthas, not at all sensing that this could in fact be a trap, because he's an idiot, goes all the way to Northrend, takes his troops, and surprise, surprise, it's not actually a trap. Mal'Ganis is just being silly. He pretty much lets Arthas set up a base camp, meet a dwarf by the name of Muradin Bronzebeard, and yeah, that whole song and dance occurs. The King Tyrannus sends an emissary to his son, trying to get him to withdraw the troops. Arthas just hires mercenaries and burns the boats, and then blames the mercenaries for burning the boats, despite the fact he was the one who gave the orders. I mean, let's face it, the troops probably knew that Prince Arthas gave the order, but they weren't going to question him. Then Arthas and Muradin set out to find a sword, or an artifact, by the name of Frostmourne. Frostmourne, as it turns out, is cursed. Muradin says, "You know, maybe we shouldn't be touching this thing." And Arthas just says, "Fuck that, I'm going to touch this thing." The pedestal then explodes, apparently killing Muradin. And then, well, Arthas goes and kills Mal'Ganis with the sword. Now, obviously, using a cursed sword is never really a good idea. It's very, well, Frostmourne steals the souls of those that it, A, kills, and B, those who wield it. And, unfortunately for Arthas, in wielding the sword, it stole his soul. So, Arthas then finished up with Mal'Ganis, went back to Lordaeron, and killed his father. Just barged into the throne room, and then shanked his father, as you do. Seems a little overkill if you ask me, but hey ho, what can you do? So, yes, that is now essentially where we leave off. After killing his father, Arthas has run off. And do I risk this? Screw it, let's risk it. This can't possibly go wrong. I'll just pause the video if it does bug out. Seven Blood proudly presents a very snowy day. And a young Arthas Menethil lying in the snow next to the body of his dead horse. At least he'll have a lot of glue. And what you probably just heard there was indeed Arthas murdering his father. And there's the Lich King. Yeah, Sir not appearing in this campaign. It's bugged out again, isn't it? Yep, it's bugged out again. Right, okay. I'm going to pause the recording, and I will be back in a moment. As long as I hit the right button this time, because last time I did this, and I said screw it, let's try it, I hit the stop record button instead of the pause record button. Oops. Alright, game restarted. So let's go straight into chapter 1, Trudging Through the Ashes. Undead Scourge, and local populace. Let's go! Or attempt, anyway. Chapter 1, Trudging Through the Ashes. The Lich King's plague of undeath has spread through the capital city and into the outskirts of Lordaeron. Shocked and disheartened by the loss of their beloved king, the forces of Lordaeron were scattered by the ravenous undead warriors. Now Lordaeron is but a shadow of its former glory, and Prince Arthas has yet to be seen. Yes, he did kind of run off after... Ah, yes, of course. It doesn't launch us straight into the cinematic, does it? We have to select this first. So, this difficulty, this campaign very much ups the difficulty. I know people are going to shout at me in the comments section, because I've heard some very interesting things about the people who watch Warcraft 3 custom campaigns on YouTube. They can get a bit, there's a few elitist people among them. I am not playing on brutal. I'm not playing on hard. I'm playing on normal. And there's a reason for that. 1, I am bad at Warcraft 3. 2, I have just done a series of Terraria which ended up frustrating me to no end when I got stuck. Because I didn't have the reaction time or whatever in order to actually deal with the situations at hand. And 3, I cannot rely on my own brain to constantly be in the right state to play RTS games to the best of my potential. Therefore, I'm going to do it on normal. I have played the first 6 missions on normal, and it is still challenging for me. So, let's see if I've got any better, shall we? We're playing on normal. Normal difficulty selected. As the Lich King's champion, Arthas does not need to rely on his own powers. Instead, you may choose which abilities to use during missions. In addition, Arthas may reach a maximum of level 50, but does not gain additional ability points per level. Scourge perks are the main way of customizing your Scourge to be as deadly as you want it. Points are gained via finishing missions and bonus challenge objectives found on every mission. Points are not permanently used when purchasing perks, and carry forward into future missions, allowing you to freely choose which perks you want per mission. So yes, you essentially have a loadout system. Now, this is so we have two primary abilities here. We have primary ability Death Coil, which is, the Death Coil you all know and love. It is at level 2, I think. Is it 2 or 3? It does 300 and damages for 150. I can't remember what level that is. I think that's 2. I could be wrong. Primary ability Reap. Rips the life essence from a target unit, dealing 100 damage and healing Arthas for the same amount. Mana cost is 65, cooldown 8 seconds, compared to mana cost 100, cooldown 6 seconds for Death Coil. Secondary ability, and we have not unlocked tertiary ability yet. So either you can get Royal Guard, summons a royal captain to follow Arthas into combat for 100 seconds. And indeed, the captains are Falric, Marwyn, and Luke Valenforth. All his ones from lore. And the ones we saw in the human campaign. Although they weren't actually named in the original human campaign. That wasn't until World of Warcraft came out that they were actually named. And why on earth do these have less health? It's weird. Or we've got Desecration, which heals all units in the area for 100 points. The problem with this mission is that we are going to be incredibly mana starved. So I'm tempted to take Reap for the 65 mana. The problem is, though, we are also going to be... We have no means of production, so if we get into trouble, we're screwed. This is the first mission, though. You know what? I know I just said we're going to be starved for mana. Let's go for the most mana-intensive build. Let's go for Death Coil, and let's go for Royal Guard. Now we can choose perks. God, this is the first half hour of this video is just going to be explaining everything, isn't it? Don't worry, there will be less explaining as the series goes on. So we got Restless Dead. Plus 10% attack speed and 40% and plus 40 movement speed to zombies, skeleton warriors, and grave walkers. That costs us 1 point. And then we got the more powerful things. Well, so more powerful. Depends on how you use them. Like, say, Dark Teachings here, which allows acolytes and cultists, which is a new unit, to cast Raise Dead and gives them plus 100 mana. Trust me, that ability is very useful, I find. Now we're not going to get... so let's see, we've got Martial Remembrance. That's going to be very useful for these human missions, because we are going to be raising a lot of footmen, spear throwers, knights, swordsmen, and grunts. Maybe not grunts, but swordsmen. Yeah, knights and footmen at least, and spear throwers, possibly. Veil of Shadows, we could have no ghost units, so that'll be useless. Teaches our cast the ability to raise zombies more effectively. Raise Dead mana cost reduced by 25. Necromancers and Lichlings. I think that's meant to be Lichlings. Not sure. Ready to cut them down so they can be more directly aid the Scourge in combat. Plus 30 mana and plus 60 hit points to acolytes, cultists, necromancers, shadow priests, arch necromancers. Well, this is a this is a mission where we very much only have access to Arthas plus whatever he can raise, and obviously whatever allies I get from Tichondrius or the Graveyard. So I'm going to go for Restless Dead and Martial Remembrance to boost those. I have 2 points left. Maybe I'll get a Necromancer. So maybe Mastery of Death. And that's it. We cannot select anymore. And the cinematic starts. I think we do actually get the speech. So I'm going to shut up for a moment. Or make sarcastic commentary.
What trickery is this? Mal'Ganis? I don't know how you survived, but I'm your servant.
I am Tichondrius. Like Mal'Ganis, I am threatened. But I am not your enemy. In truth, I've come to congratulate you.
Congratulate me?
By killing your own father and delivering this land to the Scourge, you've passed your first test. The Lich King is pleased with your enthusiasm.
Yes. I've damned everyone and everything I've ever loved in his name. And I still feel no remorse, no shame, no pity.
The rune blade you carry was forged by the Lich King and empowered to steal souls. Yours was the first one it claimed.
Then I'll make do without one. What is the Lich King's will?
The cult of the damned must be routed once again. Many of the acolytes have been in hiding amongst the populace. Once you've routed them, I will give you further instructions.
Hey, I do get an Necromancer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so one of the recent Reforged updates adds the ability to zoom the camera out. And you can also use, yes, you can also use camera. Unfortunately, the fog in this map is quite thick, so yeah, there is that mild issue. Right. So we have. Ooh, there's a graveyard here. I did not know that. Right. Do not waste Call of the Dead. Just use Raise. Because here's more explaining. You still not got a lot of mana. You are only an initiate, I suppose, but and I think the music has gone a little bit loud. If no, the music is fine as it was. I guess put it down to 10% and see what happens. Because that is very loud. Right, so Arthas, as well as a secondary hero you have, has an ability called Call of the Dead. This allows you to raise any, well, raisable unit, basically anything that leaves a corpse, and the type of unit you raise depends on what the corpse was. So, for example, if you kill a footman and then use Call of the Dead, you'll get a footman. If you kill a knight, you'll get a knight. Or an undead knight. Their stats are... their stats are generally decent. I mean, if you raise villagers and stuff like that, then yeah, you're not going to be looking at anything spectacular. They're 8 to 10, deal 100 damage, like the standard zombies do. But yeah, you are generally... with Martial Remembrance... He's not got a... You can kill him.
How could he have known it?
He's not invulnerable.
The townsfolk see your undead minions. They'll call the local guards to stop you.
I'm not going to kill him. I don't want to fail the mission. But
This is more like
I'll probably be like the first person ever to fail on this mission. Right.
at last.
The undead
So... Yep. be careful. Otherwise, yep, we're going to attract the attention of the guards. Luckily... No, don't target it. Don't target him. Target the footman, damn it. God. What position there? There we go, he's targeting the footman now. I am not going to waste a coil on... I'm not going to waste a coil on that zombie. It's not even worth it. God's sake. Right, that turn off autocast. Others can raise any living dead. Yeah, any living dead? Any living dead thing as dead thing. Okay, right, we're going. Murder. Murder. Right, how long does that royal guard last for again? 100 seconds. Not worth this using at this point, I don't think. Did that woman just slap the zombie? That's pretty amusing, actually. That they will. Alright. Do you have defend? You do not. So what are we fighting? Let's see that. Right, it's given me Death Pact as standard. So I can use that, and it'll get me back some health and mana. Which is very useful. And yes, human priests can remove corpses, so be careful of that. Kill them first. However, we can raise the priests of our own. Ah, so we do get shadow priests. Okay. I should really guess that, given the whole fact that I just, you know... how much does Fulric give back? It's 50%, right? So... he gives me... He would give me quite a lot. Ah, screw it. I still can't. Don't know why I bothered. Alright. Go forth, murder. It just raise a zombie. Yeah, be very careful with Arthas in the beginning. I think they might actually get the guards' attention. That's fine. We'll just run, then they'll come back, and then actually raise the captain. Thank you. And now Fulric is basically useless, so he's about to despawn. Let's Death Pact him. Perfect. They did not sound the alarm. That's good. Now, am I going to have too good to use syndrome in this in the campaign, or am I not? Alright. So yeah, we've got Fallen Footman and we got a Fallen Spearthrower. The other interesting thing to note is that you can actually get out the way. Thank you. The dam do indeed stand ready. Okay, I've got 2 potions of mana now. Might as well use one. You can, yeah, your collision detection on your units is actually lower than it is in standard Warcraft 3. Because, yeah, you're going to have a lot of units. Don't attack that, please. Oh, God. Unfortunately, these guys have their, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a recent ability. Or a recent addition that lets them deal extra damage to light. Use Death Claw on you. I probably could have used it on the... Ooh, a Tome of Power. Oh, Rune of Laser Healing. Okay, would have been kind of... That would have been useful a minute ago, wouldn't it? Before I wasted my mana. Ah well. Right. I don't know why I'm destroying this building, but I have decided to destroy this building. Yeah, you can stop mining now, or harvesting now. Anything interesting down here? A child. Not anymore. Bonk. Bonk. There's a fence here. Is there something on the other side of that? See if the zombie can get through. Zombies have the lowest collision, I think. So let's see if we can get through there. We cannot. Okay. Fine.
At last.
Anything down here? Nope. Nothing interesting. Random acolyte though. Not complaining. Destroy the barracks because I can. Oh yeah, I forgot. You get achievements in this. So, I'm not going to be aiming for any of these. Well, I'm not going to be aiming for any of these. I can only actually aim for the first one because I'm on normal difficulty. So, villager season. Kill 30 or more villagers on normal difficulty. I have already completed that because obviously I've already played through to about mission 6 or 7. So, yeah. The challenge is to have a food supply of 25 or more at any point. Well, I've already completed that, so I'm going to try and complete the challenges, even though I've already completed them. What I should have done is cleared my bank data before playing this, but why would I do that? That'd be silly. Murder everything. You cannot raise the horses. Trust me, I've tried. And whoop. There's a healing, just in case. Not that I need it. You might as well raise some zombies. Because you can raise zombies from horses. Somehow. I don't know how. Don't ask me. It's game logic, isn't it? Alright. So let's start putting you into groups, because this is going to be all about groups. Okay, actually, you know what? No, put all our heavy melee folks on 1. Put our ranged and spells on 2, and our random zombies we don't care about on 3. Alright. The hell? Who's shouting? Who's shouting boxer? Don't know if they're doing a crossword or something. They're like 20 to 9 at night, but whatever. Alright. Can I raise Lord Blackwood? Yes, I can. So Lord Blackwood is effectively a demi-hero. Raise you. And unlike in the oh, I'm sticking people on patrol. Oh, that doesn't help. Yeah, I do this a lot because I keep hitting A for attack move. It's not A for attack move. It's oh, okay. We've just activated everyone. Okay, get back here now. Arthur's tank. Don't know what Lord Blackwood's doing. Okay, Lord Blackwood is getting beaten up by a villager. As you do. Okay, you can't raise kids. That's actually not that surprising, to be honest. I should probably stick Lord Blackwood. Did that horse just barge into a house? Okay. It's R for attack move. And here's the Fight Club reference. Robert and Tyler. both of whom are dead. Because screw them. However, you can, I believe, raise them. And they do, in fact, they are, in fact, demi-heroes as well. Yes, the first mission has a lot of demi-heroes. Oh, god damn it, Arthas, why did you... There's clarity. Perfect. Why are you still patrolling? Stop. Cease. Right. There we go. We've got Tyler and we got Robert. Tyler does 6 to 9 here and has critical strike. Tyler is a siege attacker apparently. Apparently he hits buildings really hard. And he has bash. And they both obviously have cannibalized because, well, every undead unit has cannibalized pretty much. Not all of them, I suppose. Arthas doesn't have cannibalized. My life for Nazul. And I've also left some units behind. How did I manage that? Oh, there's that other footman. I thought I was missing one earlier. Well, in that case, you can go on 1 with my other... you can go on 3. You folks can stay on 2. You can go and grab that acolyte. They appear to have stopped animating for reasons. Okay. Arthas, do your thing.
These graves were dug recently. Arise in the name of the Lich King.
And suddenly stuff.
My talents are yours.
Including a crate. With ghoul claws. Interesting. Increases the attack damage of the hero by 3. So it's basically a claws of attack plus 3. Okay, good to know. 3. You lot can go on that. You can go on that. Right. So you want to be a little bit careful with our collision. Because we do have a lot of units now. You can attack gates to destroy them. Really? I'd never have guessed. My knights have decided to get a little distracted. Okay, everything's going fine over there. Robert's getting a bit beat up, but luckily he's a siege attacker. He can just punch a building and it just goes down really quickly, apparently. Oh, the zombies have... Yeah, the zombies have gone around the other way. Still 24 I have to rescue, isn't it? Are these raised from a corpse? No, they are just raised. They are just summoned. No, I've done patrol again. That. Arthas is nearly back to full. Ooh, another captain. We are losing our fallen footman. That's not too much of an issue. Iron shield, I'll take it. Oh, we nearly lost Robert. We shall have to save Robert. And then we shall have to call it the dead on that captain. You can go with the... You can go with the zombies. I'm kind of out of room for you. And there's another random zombie here, which I shall grab. Any cultists? Just a random child. That's the kills that reforged, didn't it? Isn't it? It made the children invulnerable, which meant that when they ran to get the guards, you couldn't stop them. I mean, either have them not run to get the guards, or make them vulnerable. Can't have it both ways. Yeah, they probably heard that. So let's go. Yeah, I have quite the horde now. As you can see, once you really get going, enemies just go down so quickly. Why is there? There is a plague sheep. What's that do? Just be careful of the. No. Oh, you. Oh, that acolyte went left for the plague sheep. Okay, seriously, just go away, sheep. Alright, we have to be a little careful of that paladin, but I do think we can take. Come on. Over here. That's it. Idiot. Zombies are happy patrolling. Alright. Can we lure him away? No, he's got really low aggro range. There we go. And some royal guards because we can. And I got Captain Marwyn this time, who apparently can summon Shadow Spawn. I'll grab that Tome of Power, even though I don't need it. No what? Put summon. I'd never really figured out how to use the Shadow Spawn. Sound the alarm. Can't believe we're 40 minutes in and we've already only just finished the first mission. It didn't really help that I stop doing that. Seriously. Okay, Shadow Spawn. I think you can. Yeah, you can make them sort of multiply. Kind of like lava spawn in a way. And, oh. I shall. Oh, hey, where are we going? Oh, yeah. Why did that not? Okay. Where are you lot going? I was probably using patrol again. Seem to be doing that a lot today. I'm not used to grid hotkeys on Warcraft 3. It's going to take me a while getting used to. I could just, switch back to normal hotkeys, but why would I do that? That would be sensible. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a. Be quiet, stomach. There is a thing down here, but I don't think it's there anymore because I don't recall a way being able to get through the trees. Alright, so that means I've missed some idiots somewhere. Ooh. Intelligence, I will take that, thank you very much. Yes, you can't miss any tomes, that would be a disaster, wouldn't it? Speaking of missing things, what's this crate? Scroll of healing. Is a scroll of healing worth it? You know what? I'll drop the major potions for that. Alright. Alright, there's the last two. Oh, there's one. No, I'm not sure if. Yeah, I'm not sure if using cheats will actually break the mission, so I'm not going to. If there is anything there, let me know, and I will go back and get it, because we won't be doing the second mission until next week. We are nearly at an hour because I've spent so much time rambling about the story of Warcraft, or the human campaign, and various other things. Ooh, what is up here? Ah, yes. Sorry, I just killed your wife. Right. We done? Rescue acolytes complete. Probably missed something, but like I said, let me know if I have, and I'll go back and get it. Or I won't, if I can be bothered.
Lordaeron lies in ashes. What good are these cultists to us now?
They will aid you in your next undertaking.
And what's that?
You will go to Underhall and recover the remains of the Acolyte's former master, the necromancer, Caldaris.
Oh look, Caldaris back. Mission complete, challenge complete, normal achievement complete. And the other two not complete because, well, I didn't even play on hard. And that's his first mission. And for some reason, it always takes me into the load game menu after I complete a custom game. I don't know why, it's just reforged. Alright. Okay. So yeah, that will be it for today. I've been looking forward to playing Warcraft 3 again, despite my, reservations that are being reforged. And hopefully this campaign will serve as a nice thing to play through in the coming weeks. I'd say from what I've played of it so far, it's a very well constructed campaign. I very much enjoy the undead mechanics, but we will of course get more into the more meat and potatoes of it as we go further along the missions. There is actually a new mission as well, so that's interesting. We'll get to that one in about 2 missions, I think. But that is it for today. So, until next time, thank you very much for watching. I have been Caldaris. Goodbye.